Okay, so it seems like there's been a pretty big update to the whole SmugAlana situation, and this has been something that has been a big topic, especially among VTubers, as it really shows off the unfairness that YouTube have really been handing out to VTubers, not only with the ASMR channels that we've seen, but also to obviously SmugAlana here, who has been taken down for essentially watching a video that had bugs being squished onto a book, which is content that has been allowed on YouTube. The original content is still up, and apparently she also had another video taken down for a clip that was from a Joe Rogan clip, I'm pretty sure, and essentially her clip got taken down, but the Joe Rogan one was still up, which again just makes no sense. And obviously it seems like she's been getting targeted, but it seems that there's been a pretty big update to this, because it seems like YouTube have actually responded, and well, it seems like the situation has gotten even worse, because she puts this follow-up here to this original post of her calling them out, essentially showing all the removed content that's been taken down, which is just awful to see. And essentially, yeah, she says they responded in DMs. They said, "Don't post videos of killing mosquitoes. It will get you flagged for animal abuse. Strike won't be removed." So essentially, they're doubling down, if not tripling down, obviously, because she's already appealed it and things like that before. She is tripling down on the fact that, or not she is, YouTube is tripling down, sorry, on the fact that she is you know, getting a strike for that one. But they actually do respond about the Joe Rogan clip, which obviously ended up going back up silently, right? People were very, very confused because YouTube had said nothing and the clip just randomly appeared once again. And it seems like things have been reinstated. And well, they actually responded to that saying that the Joe Rogan clip was a mistake, even though I appealed it and it got rejected for the first time, lol. So essentially what she's saying is she, you know, had the video taken down, then she appealed it, it got denied, which is the appeal, you know, theoretically you would say that, okay, if they're going to use an AI system, right, you give them the chance to appeal it for a human to check it, right? But of course, you know, we kind of just proved here that they don't use humans to check and, you know, kind of proof check what appeals, right? Because they're lazy and they don't want to hire anybody to actually do it, right? So instead they get AI to do it, to check work, to check another AI's work, which I guess, you know, you can see how that goes. They're obviously going to deny it pretty much every single time. And then they admit that there was a mistake on the third time round, obviously after, you know, causing, you know, a scene over on Twitter and things like that and trying to get them to respond, which rightfully so, of course, right? You know, she definitely has every right to do that. And that seems to be the only way that you can really get communication with YouTube at the moment, which is also pretty ridiculous. So yeah, of course they say that they responded in DMs, and it's bad, right? It's very, very bad, and it really exposes a lot behind the moderation system at YouTube and how really scummy it is. You say, "What a nightmare, I'm so sorry," saying what hippie at YouTube thinks that killing mosquitoes is animal abuse. And you know, the thing that really you know, confuses me is, why is the original video still up? Why are there thousands of videos of people burning like wasps' nests and mosquito nests, or whatever you want to call it, right? And that is still allowed, and they're making tons of money from that. But apparently, whenever a VTuber reacts to it, apparently that's all of a sudden against the rules. Why is that the case, right? That's what everybody has been asking. Then I'm not really into the VTubing lane, so forgive me if I'm ignorant, but why not post on X, Rumble, and other streaming sites as well as YouTube? This not only increases your reach, but potentially gets you double watches and insulates you from bad or incompetent actors like YouTube. Which again, I think is true. I think multi-streaming is definitely one of the best options for any streamer or VTuber in the space. I think uploading your content to as many platforms as possible to kind of remove that, you know, worry, I guess, of being taken down, or worry of being targeted the way that SmugAlana has been. Because imagine if SmugAlana only had YouTube, right? That would be absolutely terrible. Of course, she still has her stream and things on Twitch, which is good, and Twitter and all of these other platforms. So, you know, it's fine. But imagine if, you know, someone only had, you know, one platform and it ends up getting taken down. Well, that's pretty bad, right? So that's where you got to kind of put your eggs in multiple baskets. But I think, you know, making the switch from YouTube to a different platform, I just don't think that's very possible. YouTube is one of the biggest platforms, you know, ever, right? So I think it's kind of stupid to not upload there. It's just that, you know, kind of advocating for YouTube to, you know, sort out their rules and to sort out exactly what is going on with their moderation is more so the, you know, problem that people are facing, and people want that to be fixed, sorry. And yeah, it's pretty crazy that it still hasn't been fixed and that they still are doing it, and they won't fix it, right? They know, we know it, they won't fix it. They're just happy with people getting banned like this. It's kind of ridiculous. Saying, yes, mosquitoes could possibly carry malaria that kills 610 annually, but their lives matter. But the VTubers viewing the viral squished or kills get strikes because the original video is viewed fine. No, that's bad. Saying, didn't know YouTube had mosquito rights activists working for them. I didn't know mosquito lives matter was an actual thing. It's crazy, right? It's crazy that obviously, you know, as I said, these videos are still allowed up. The original content is still allowed up. But as soon as someone reacts to it, apparently that's a problem. And it's kind of gotten to this point where, yeah, people are fed up with YouTube. And not only just over this situation, as I said, with the whole ASMR situation, with other, you know, VTubers and YouTubers being taken down for absolutely no reason at all. Because, well, I say absolutely no reason at all, because of the AI moderation system, which is constantly targeting, you know, certain people. And obviously SmugAlana just happens to be one of those people that are being targeted, as you can see by this email, right? This email shows all the removed content from her channel, which again is absolutely insane, right? I don't have that many removed content things on mine, and I'm sure many other content creators don't, because it seems like, as I said, she has been getting targeted herself, and it's for seemingly no reason at all, which again is very, very disappointing. But of course, yeah, there has been this whole entire what do you call it, thread kind of showing off exactly what the problem is and exactly how YouTube have kind of failed to help her, because, you know, although I think the ban is coming to the end, I think it has actually ended. I don't know if she's uploaded yet. Let me just double check. Let's have a look. Yeah, although I think the ban has ended, you know, it is one of those things where it is still pretty, yeah, okay, she has uploaded, so that's good. So it is back up, but it is a big problem that essentially, you know, she has had to take a week off due to this over literally nothing, right? It's kind of crazy. And obviously such a big channel as well, as you can see there by the stats. She got 7 million views in just 7 days, which is absolutely insane. And obviously they should be treating their bigger creators, you know, and also their smaller creators, literally all their creators, like they aren't some disposable kind of like things that are essentially making their money. But I think the reality is that they are, right? That is essentially what they are doing. And they don't care, right? They'll implement AI where they can. They'll cut costs. They'll get rid of staff. They'll make it so much harder for you to create content as a content creator and to kind of figure out support systems and to support, what do you call it? And kind of any kind of like system at all to help out VTubers that may be struggling. And it sucks, right? It sucks. And it's only, you know, probably going to get worse, right? With the more AI that they implement and things like that into all of their systems. I mean, it's just absolutely terrible to see. But yeah, that is essentially all there is in terms of a response from YouTube about this. Again, it is crazy that they went into the DMs and decided to do it privately, so that obviously nobody could clown on them for the absolute craziness of why they you know, took down the Joe Rogan clip for a bit, because it was a mistake. And they can't even come up publicly and admit that, which I think is absolutely crazy. And of course, it just shows you that they are very aware that what they are doing is wrong. They're very understanding that this is a situation that could get them a lot of heat and whatever if they were to make this more public themselves. So yeah, it's quite funny to see, to be honest, because, well, I say it's not so funny, to be honest, because, you know, it's kind of sad, but, you know, that's just how things are working. And you can kind of see how things are working behind the scenes at YouTube right now. It seems like they are doing their very best to kind of hide a lot of their mistakes, just like this one. But yeah, that's essentially all there is for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, good game subs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.